So this might be a very quick video. We're gonna do a little bit of a review here, but it's gonna be very quick. I got a lot of stuff to do, but I did not want to miss this Monday. So we're gonna get straight into it. This is gonna be kind of cool because these are some figures that I have grown up with for a long time, and it's these little guys right here. These little tiny Hasbro figures from way back in like 2009, which doesn't really feel like way back, but it's been way back. So we're gonna be taking a look at these things because I have a bunch of them and I would love to show you guys them because they're just fun just to have around. And that's pretty much gonna be the whole video. So I hope you guys enjoy this one, and yeah, let's take a look at them. So pay no attention to my junk over here. These are the dudes that I want to take a look at. These little guys I have had for so long now. These are based off like the little they're like little I don't know. They're these tiny little figures that Hasbro made way back then, and they made a bunch of different franchises out of them. Some of the ones that you see right here. So I want to show you guys these one by one, and we're going to start off with, I think, the oldest. Well, I can't really say which ones are the oldest ones because I have a ton of these ones, but I do have these two. These are the only two that I have, and these are Indiana Jones figures from the Hasbro line. I don't remember what these were called. These were like the Adventure series or whatever. Whatever, Jungle Adventures, I don't know. It was like Indiana Jones and stuff because they all had their own thing. Star Wars was Galactic Heroes, Superhero Squad for Marvel, and then they had Transformers, which was like Robot Heroes, and then I think these were Adventure Heroes. So I have Indiana Jones and the dude that he fought in the first movie. I don't remember his name, but starting off with him, he's pretty interesting. I had him a long time ago. I actually had to reorder this one because I wanted this one for a review. So here we are now. It looks pretty cool. I actually really do like the way he looks. They're a little goofy. I mean, they're very kid-like, you know, but I mean, that was the whole point. You know, they're supposed to be like kid toys, but you know, he comes in this all black. The sculpting on these figures are actually really awesome, especially the Transformers ones. I think they did a fantastic job with their Transformers ones because they have so much detail on them for being such a little thing and made for like little kids. So that's just so cool to actually see. But yeah, we had this little guy. They really don't have any posability at all. He's got a swivel here, and he's got a swivel here and a swivel at the wrist as well. So he has like 3 points of articulation. So you really can't get him into any poses at all. But he does have some pretty interesting, you know, looks to him. It's nothing crazy, but I mean, hey, there he is. And then we have ourselves Indiana Jones. I had a bunch of these Indiana Jones ones, but I remember this one just being my favorite because I love this look for him, and I love that he comes with this giant oversized pistol. Can't take it out of his hand. None of these weapons that you see, that you can't take them out of their hand. They're pretty much just sculpted on, which with the look on him, I really do like how they did him. They did a really awesome job with making him look like this. I think it looks so cool. But yeah, that's basically that. He does have a swivel at the head. He got a hint. He has a swivel at the arm, swivel at that arm, and a little bit of a waist movement too. So yeah, he has some posability, not a lot, but I mean, they're both pretty cool together. And usually these figures came in 2 packs, so you always have one that that has you know, you get 2 of them in a pack, and it's usually a hero and a villain. Sometimes you would have, I think sometimes you would have like a hero and a hero together, but it was always mainly a villain and a hero together. So this was the villain, this was the hero for this one, but these are pretty decent looking figures. Now, I had a bunch of Star Wars ones from back in the day, but I got rid of all of them. I used to have a huge bin full of these figures, like just Star Wars, Indiana Jones, Marvel, Transformers. I had a ton of them, even some G.I. Joe ones. But sadly, I don't have those anymore. So this is the only surviving Star Wars one that I have, and that is the Darth Maul figure. I believe this one came with a Qui-Gon Jinn or an Obi-Wan. I think it was Obi-Wan, but I think it looks interesting. His face looks very baby-like, but I don't know. I do like the way it looks. He's got the all-black look. He's got his lightsaber. which is pretty cool. You know, it's very simple, but you know, it's whatever. He has no movement at all. He has just the swivel at the arm. But honestly, really, with these figures, you really don't need much. I mean, you're a little kid, so your imagination just went wild with these things. Now we're gonna move on to the superhero squad ones, and I have a bit of a handful of these guys. So we're gonna start off with Captain America right here. This Captain America is pretty cool. I really do like the way this guy looks. We're gonna try our best to, there we go. I think that's a little too dark. I think that's good enough. But yeah, that's basically how he looks. And yeah, the light is not making his skin look that white. That's just how he is. He has a lot of battle damage to him. He's had a lot of blood on him, because when I was a kid, I would always just kind of like use this like dry erase marker, and I would just like paint the figures to make it look like they were bleeding or when they got shot or something. So yeah, that all these little stains are just from a bunch of blood and stuff that these guys have gone through. They've been through a lot. They have been through hell and back. But yeah, they're pretty cool. I like the Captain America. I had two of them. I had one that you can like take the shield off, but he had like a weird pose to him. But this one was my favorite, so I kept this one. Pretty cool one. I like the shield. It's very thick, but you know, I like it. But yeah, they're really cool. He's got his hinge joint here. There's not much you can do with that. Little hinge joint here and a swivel at the waist. Nothing too crazy. Next figure that we have is who I always just had as the leader of the group, Iron Man. And it's kind of cool to realize like Tom Kenny played Iron Man, because the Superhero Squad was actually a show, and you know, that's what these little figures are based off of, at least the Marvel ones. And Tom Kenny played Iron Man, so that's kind of funny that SpongeBob played Iron Man, but it's just kind of silly. But this one was my favorite Iron Man. I had a bunch of different Iron Mans, but this one I chose to keep. I think he does look really cool. I like the pose that he's in. I think it looks really nice. I like the sculpting of like the rocket boots, I guess, blasting off, and I like the stand. He stands very well. I actually really do like how they use the smoke as a stand, and it works really nicely. But it looks really cool. Love the detailing on this guy. He does have a little bit of posability. He's got a swivel at the head, rotation at the arm, rotation at this arm, swivel at the waist, and that's it. But he looks really cool. I really like the pose you can get him in. I think he has the best pose out of all of them, because you can actually, you know, make it look like he's doing more than just, you know, standing there. Next figure that we have, though, is my favorite, the Spider-Man figure. I think this might be my second favorite. I love this Spider-Man figure. I've had this one for so long. I would have a bunch of different versions of Spider-Man, but this one I always used. I love just the pose. The pose is really nice. I like the four fingers, making the web shooting pose. I like the fist out so you can actually punch people. But yeah, I thought this was like really cool. This is top quality. This is based off the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, which you don't see often nowadays, to be honest. But it looks really cool. I really do like this Spider-Man figure. It's still one of my favorites from all the Spider-Man figures that I've gotten over the years. But yeah, it's really cool. Next, we have Wolverine. Now, this one is a weird one that I chose to keep. There was a lot of different versions that I could have kept that, honestly, I really like their poses a lot better. But I kind of just, I don't know. I think I just like the hairstyle for this one more than I did everyone else's. But yeah, I kept this one for the longest time. And the face is not my favorite, but Wolverine had kind of a weird face going most of the time. But yeah, this is basically how he looks. He has no posability really at all. He has a swivel at the elbow and a swivel at the arm. He's basically just supposed to do this pose, and that's it. You really can't get him into much fighting poses. He's more just kind of blocking most of the time. But yeah, it's an interesting figure. Probably my least favorite out of the heroes, but it's whatever. Now we go on to my favorite, and that is the Hulk figure. I love this Hulk figure. I have loved this figure for so long. It looks so cool. I absolutely just love the sculpt work on it. I love just the muscle stuff that he's got. He has no posability, like, at all at the head, but he has some movements here, which you can get him into, like, this Hulk smash pose, and then you got a swivel at the waist as well. And I think just this figure is awesome. Again, you can see the amount of battle damage that this guy has gone through. This guy I played with the most because I love the Incredible Hulk TV show, and I would always just kind of base off that. When I wanted to get him to transform, usually I would just randomly grab like a character, whether it be like a Han Solo figure or something, and I just pretend that they were Bruce Banner. Then I take like a Walmart bag, stick this figure in here, and then get like the clothes ripping scene. You know what I mean? It was stupid, but I enjoyed this figure a lot. And I had a couple other Hulks as well, but this one I just kept because this one was my favorite. I wish I kept the Abomination because the Abomination is also one of my favorites, but dang, I sadly do not have that one at all. But I think this figure is really cool. He has beaten a lot of people up, as you could see with these amount of scuff marks on him. But yeah, when I fought these guys together, they went to town on each other. They did not hold back. So these guys I actually got recently because I have been wanting these ones for so long now. And you know, it was just kind of like that thing, like I really just want them. So this one I had before, but I lost, sadly. I think it was the head I lost, and I couldn't find the rest of it. And it was the Sandman that was from the Spider-Man 3 wave. I loved this Sandman figure for so many different reasons. I think I just loved the sculpt work on it. It was just so cool. I had two versions of Sandman. And this one was my favorite. I think I like the head on the other one better, but I love this body. It looks so cool. It's such a nice little display piece. It's amazing on how they did it. I really do like the detailing how they did on the sand parts, and it just looks so cool. And yeah, I sadly lost them, so I rebought them. Which I'm really happy about. And he also came with a figure that I also really wanted. Now this one I never had before, but I always wanted it, and I always thought I did have it because I always thought he came with this Spider-Man, but he did not. But I got him, and it is the Scorpion. This is my favorite look for Scorpion. I love this color scheme, and I love the armored look of it. This is just an awesome little figure. It's so cool to actually have it. As a kid, it would have been so cool to have this figure because I would have had these two just go to fucking town on each other. He would have been scuffed up completely because I would have loved to play with him. I love the Scorpion tail. The Scorpion tail is so cool. It does go side to side a little bit. He has no posability except on the arms, and that's pretty much it. Don't know what he's doing with this hand, but hey, whatever. Do what you want. But yeah, these little Marvel figures were really, really cool. So now we got a bunch of Transformers ones to look at because I kept a lot of the Transformers ones. Oh yeah, I also have like a one-off G.I. Joe figure. This is Snake Eyes from G.I. Joe, and I believe it's based off the movie. And I remember really wanting this for Christmas, and when it was me and my brother, we begged my mom and dad to let us open our stockings early. And they were like, I don't know, but we were both like, come on, it's got to be like a tradition. Every Christmas Eve, you know, we open the stockings and we open the main presents, and that's been the thing ever since that day. And this was the figure that I got in that stocking. This is the Snake Eyes figure. Really do like him. He actually came in a single pack, which is really cool. But yeah, it's really, really nice. I love the detailing on it. I like the hints of like almost blue, almost purple look to it. I think it's really awesome. It really accents the black and the silver, and I think it just looks really cool. And it also makes it look a little less plain than it would without. So there you go. That is the Snake Eyes figure. Now he can disappear into the shadows, which is kind of cool. So now let's look at the Transformers figures. So I have quite a bit of them. We're going to be taking a look at them just kind of, I guess, by franchise, I guess. I have some G1, and then I have some Michael Bay ones, and then I have a couple Beast Wars. So I guess we could start with Beast Wars. So first of all, starting off with this thing, don't remember what this is from. I remember seeing an episode of this thing on like the Hasbro Monkey Bar TV website, and I don't remember. I think it was like a tank or something, but it's interesting. Really really interesting, but yeah, it's all right. I like it just because I like robots, so that's pretty much it. But it looks cool, nothing too crazy, but hey, it's whatever. Don't know what this is supposed to be, but again, whatever. I have another one, which I think is from that same series, and it's this version of Cheetor. I don't really care for this version of Cheetor that much, and nor do I really do the figure, to be honest, but it's whatever. He doesn't stand. I think the main thing that I didn't like is he just looks weird. He doesn't look like Cheetor from the original show, and he just never like to stand because he would always fall back like that. He kind of does stand, but I mean, when you're trying to play with him and you like set him down like that, he just like does not stand really. But it's an okay figure. He does have some posability. He pretty much just had a swivel here and swivel at the arms. He pretty much has the exact same thing, a little swivel at the head, swivel at the arms. So yeah, that's probably another one of my least favorites. So now we move on to this guy, and this is Scorponok from the original Beast Wars TV show. And I always used him as my Predator. So when I started actually getting into Predator, I never watched him as a kid, but I remember seeing a couple clips online here and there, or just seeing the figures in Toys R Us, and I loved it so much. And I was like, oh, I want the Predator. The Predator looks so cool. And I want to watch the movies, but I can't because I'm not allowed to. But I would always just imagine in my head what the Predator would be like. So I'd mainly like see a clip on YouTube or something, just the Predator doing something. And that's basically how I would get to know the Predator that much. So it looks cool. Really do like the way it looks. Got the Predacon logo right there. The main reason why I always use him as the Predator is because just like the mandibles of the mouth. And yeah, it's pretty interesting. I really do like this little figure. He does have some posability at the arms and a little bit at the head. No waist at all. So now we move on to my favorite one, which I kind of wish they did a little bit better, mostly just with the pose, and that is Optimus Primal. So this figure is really cool. I love the detailing. I love the paint job. It looks awesome. But just the pose is all right. I mean, I can't really do much with the pose. You can't really get him into like a, I guess, idle pose. This is just like basically one pose, like he's gonna punch someone. But I really do like it still. I love the blue at the head. I think that really makes the figure pop. And it's kind of like I don't know what you would call that. It's like a nice little shiny blue. But yeah, it looks really cool. Really do like it. That's Optimus Primal. So now we're going to move on to the G1 stuff, and we'll go from like my least favorites to my favorites, I think. So this one, I don't remember what his name is. I know it's like the new Optimus Prime. I just don't remember what it is. But it's from like Transformers the movie. He has no antennas anymore. I believe those are gone. Those are gone now. So, but yeah, he's a cool one. I really do like the way it looks. It was not my favorite as a kid. I don't think, but he was still really cool to play with. I just aesthetic wise, I didn't know who this character was, so I just never really, I guess it's just not my favorite. But I do like his pose. It's pretty nice. I like the pointy finger. I like the fist arm. You can get some uppercuts with that. But other than that, that's pretty much all that figure is. Then we have this one. I don't remember what this one is called, which is why he's kind of low on the list. But he's still really cool. He's like a race car. I really do like everything about him. I like the look on the body. The sculpt work is awesome, and I like the paint job as well. Very awesome paint job. When you see figures with like little parts like this, there's no way that would be painted today. That would probably be blue nowadays, because with these smaller toys, I mean, they don't really put as much detail, even into the most expensive ones too. They don't put a lot of thought into them nowadays. But still, I really do like it. You can see that he is a little bit dirty, and because I've had him for so long. He has a swivel at the head, some movements here. He really doesn't have that much to go for, but it's pretty cool. Next, we have Ravage, the little dog. Really do like it. It's still really cool. We're moving on to my favorites now. So, Ravage is cool. I like the missiles at the hip. I think they did awesome. The pose is just him sitting, but, it's whatever. I do like it. It's nothing special, but it's cool. It's cool to have. Next, we have this one, which honestly I don't remember the name of, but it's just a repaint of the Starscream we'll see coming up, which I really do like the blue. I wanted the other one too because I knew there was like the 3 of them. There was like a purple one, a blue one, then Starscream, which this one's cool. I like the blue, really do like it. It's still pretty cool, but it's the same sculpt as Starscream. Next, we go on to Jazz, which I do like Jazz. I really do like the way he looks. Pretty cool. Really do like the pose. Really do like the detail. The paint job is awesome. But yeah, it's, again, pretty cool. A little dirty, but, you know, not too bad. Next, we move on to probably my favorite 3. So first we have Starscream. Really do like Starscream. I love the color scheme of him. The sculpting is awesome, and I really do like how, you know, both of them look together. It'd be cool to have the other one too, but sadly we do not. He has some posability here and some posability here. Really do like it. I love that they use the smoke as the stand. Very dirty. He is very dirty because I used him a lot. I'd also play with him outside too, so that's why they're a little dirty, you know. Next we have Shockwave, which is awesome. I love the purple. I love the sculpting. It looks so cool. It looks like a chibified version of Shockwave. So I think it looks really cool. I like his weapon blaster. I thought that was like the coolest thing as a kid. But yeah, he's a really awesome figure. Love the detailing. And he's cool. That's all I can say. Now we move on to my favorite, which he's always been my favorite in Transformers. That is Soundwave. You see, he's my favorite. I remember his name, but he looks so cool. I love the way this guy looks. I love the overall detailing. The paint job is awesome, and I would just always love to use him. Sometimes if I was not feeling Transformers, I would turn him into the Shredder. You know, if I wanted to do like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles thing, this would be Shredder most of the time because I love that mask, and it's just I love helmets that have the mouth covered up. I just think that's awesome. It's just menacing like that, or heroic when you get into Optimus. So now we move on to the next figures, which I'm going to try to speed run this as fast as I can. So first of all, this is like the Michael Bay Transformers figures. So we have this guy. Don't remember what his name is. He's kind of cool. Got a giant hand here, but I mean the detailing is awesome. I'm just going to say this right up so you guys don't, you know. I'm just going to say this right now. The detailing on these figures is amazing. All of these Michael Bay Transformer little figures are amazing. They did such an awesome job, and even the paint job is amazing. So I'm going to get that out of the way. So he looks cool. Really do like him. That's him as fast as we can. We have this guy, which uses the same kind of mold as Bumblebee, just kind of opposite of him. But he does look cool. Don't know what he is, but I think these two are supposed to kind of be like buds or something. I don't remember the movies, and I don't want to watch the movies. So, but he's kind of neat. Pretty cool, I guess. Next, we have this little weird thing. Don't remember what I think he's from the first movie, but I mean, he's all right. Nothing crazy. Now we have this guy. Again, don't know who he is, but he's cool. Really do like him. Next, we have this guy, Sideswipe, which is pretty cool. Really do like the pose ability that he does. He's got these wheel arms, but with this, he stands up pretty nicely. A lot better than Cheetor did. We have this guy, which is kind of neat. I really do like him. This arm is stuck in this position because I had to glue this on like forever ago, and it still stayed, so that's pretty cool. We have this guy. He would always be my Megatron because I lost my Megatrons a long time ago, and I would always just use him as Megatron, like an upgraded version or something. Then we have this guy, Bone Crusher, I believe, which is my favorite character. Not my favorite character, but he's one of my favorite like random Transformer designs from the Michael Bay movies. But he's all right. Nothing too crazy with him. Now we have my favorite 3. We have Bumblebee, which he was my most recent Transformers ones. I didn't get him like recent, but I got him like a couple years ago when I really wanted Bumblebee for my Transformers stuff. But when I got him, he didn't see much action because I was starting to grow out of figures and stuff. But I kept him all these years, and yeah. So next I have Optimus Prime. Not my favorite Optimus Prime because I don't really like the face, but it's all right. I like the saw and I like the overall detailing, but you know, he's just got a very odd pose, which I don't really care for. Next we have Ironhide, which is my favorite figure ever. So this is an amazing figure. I love this gun at the arm, and also this one as well. I would always, if I wanted to do like a main storyline where I was a character, this would always be my character, and this would be my villain most of the time. Or it would be him because he looks more villain-like, but it would always be these two together. So that is my entire Hasbro kind of figure collection, and I do have two more to look at. Now these two I just recently got, like this year or last year, and it's a unopened version of the Star Wars one. So I have two of them, which I'm going to open right now and show you guys. But I thought these were kind of cool. I wanted two that I never had before. I wanted to get more for this review, but sadly I didn't have enough time, and I needed to save up for some other stuff. So sadly those were gone. But we do have these ones as well. So opening, let's take a look at the box back real quick. You have the classic stuff. I had all of these except for this one, but this one was so cool. Look at them. Look at all of them. They're so cool. I really don't want to spend too much time because I'm running out of time right now. So let's get these open and let's take a look at these together if I can, as quick as I can. And these aren't like taped in, and if they are, the tape is like long gone by now. So yeah, here is the figure. So we're starting off with the Wookiee. The Wookiee is really interesting looking. He has no posability at all, but he's got, you know, I like him. He's pretty neat. Nothing too crazy, but I like him. And then we have the 501st Trooper. God, I had so many of these clones doing this exact same pose, and I had them all lined. I'm so upset that I got rid of that pack because it'd been cool to have like an army of these. It hurts to look at sometimes, but that was the Star Wars one. Now we have a Marvel one, which comes with the Phoenix and Wolverine. So let's take a look at the back real quick. Really cool. Didn't really actually have that many of these. I had the Human Torch and Silver Surfer, the Thing and Namor, Invisible Woman, and Doctor Doom, but I did not have the Super Skrull. I did not have any of these guys up here. I really wanted this one because Nightcrawler looked cool, and I really wanted Juggernaut. And I also wanted this one as well because I wanted that Wolverine, but you know, whatever. But it's what it is. So let's take a look at these little dudes real quick. There's the Phoenix and there's Wolverine. So looking at the Phoenix first, since she's in hand, I actually really do like her. She looks really cool. She has no posability at all, but I love the sculpting of the Phoenix, of the Fire Phoenix behind her. That is so cool. She stands out pretty well. Again, I love when they always add this kind of base that fits with the actual figure. What does she have behind her? That's all glue. Damn, they glued on her. I'm sorry. But you got the Phoenix here. Then we have this Wolverine figure here, which he has some movements here and there. Dang, the claws are sharp. Gosh, that's actually really cool. He looks so cool. I actually really do like him. They have a couple paint mishaps. But yeah, other than that, he's really cool. There's like the disintegrating rubber band, but it's cool. I really do like it. Love the posability on him, but yeah, these figures are really cool. A big part of my childhood, and I just think it's really cool to see all these guys here again. But yeah, that is basically the entire video. I really wanted to just show these guys off real quick because, you know, I've had these guys for such a long time, and I thought it would just be kind of cool to look at them for the month of May, which is our nostalgic month. And yeah, that's basically all of them. So that is pretty much it. I know this video was very rushed, but I promise that next Monday will be a lot better. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next review. Also, I'm not really going to give these a rating because I don't know how to rate these. I guess we'll give them a 5 out of 5. You know, that seems fair enough. So as for next review, so I haven't reviewed one of these little dudes in a long time, but I thought it would be kind of cool to review a Transformer figure that I have had for so long that needs to be reviewed. Don't know if you can see him that well, but hey, you'll be seeing them a lot better in person.